Okay. All right, Depthswalker, and I'm here at the premiere of Ruby of the North, Samurai Geisha Warrior character backstory video for the Red Veil. I'm not sure if it's going to be music or if it'll be a proper animated feature, but most likely it'll probably be music. We've still got a couple minutes to go, but I thought I'd get this recorded now rather than trying to rush it when the countdown happens. So I'll cut here and then I'll cut back in when the... This is the worst of the YouTube premiere video starters. Why did it have to be the basic one is the worst one? Yeah, the one it automatically goes to is the worst one.
I marched 10,000 miles to hold the line, to keep the Emperor's golden banners high. I marched 10,000 miles to hold the line, to keep the Emperor's golden banners high. I gave my steel to lands that weren't mine, and pledged my life beneath their distant sky. They called me shield, they called me blade, the savior of a kingdom far away. But while I fought the ultimate price must pay, the home I left was turning into gray. I won the war, I broke the final gate. I turned to bring the glory to my kin, but I arrived a single breath too late to find the fire and let the silence end. Mark well, the blossom in the fire, crusading out for king's desire. The fan is torn, the blade is red, I've come to wake the quiet dead. The country lives, the border stands, the ashes, all that's in your I painted my face in the white of the moon, while my village was burning in the heat of the noon. I bowed to the lords and I poured out the tea, while the waves of the fire were swallowing me. The empire is safe and the borders are drawn, but the house of my father is ash in the no tea to pour, no sighs to sing, no Lord to say, no bells to ring. The peace you say our brain is built on my grave. My family's
knew I shouldn't have done the speed up thing.
The world is at peace because of my steel now. Mark me.
You have arrived at Red Vale.
Okay, that was really solid. Now I'm gonna refresh the page to get the. I'm gonna leave a little message first. As usual, starts off with a bit of writing. This time gives a bit more detail of the idea is that this person meant to be someone who fought for her kingdom, but the kingdom didn't fight for her.
I march 10,000 miles to the line.
All right, now I wasn't sure if the stuttering was part of the actual effect or if it was because of the way I was streaming it on the live, where I sped it up to actually catch up with what was going on. Sorry, I just had a message about my other video come through. But it seems actually to be intended.
To keep the Emperor's golden banners high.
I think it's meant to give that kind of... I'm not sure if the stuttering's meant to be happening, but as it is happening, it kind of gives you a... What's the word? Dissonance in the visual. Especially as there are things that aren't stuttering in the movement.
I marched 10,000 miles to hold them.
So as I said before, with slower music like this one, it's okay to do soft cuts like that one. I would have done that a second later or a second earlier, depending on how you want to pace it. Kind of came in halfway through a note. But I'm not going to... You got the compositing over, so you got the person's face, you got the burning buildings in the background, and you've got the fight going on.
And pledged my life beneath their distant sky. They called me shield. They called me blade. The savior of a kingdom far away. But while I fought, the ultimate price must pay.
So on that boom, I'd have done a change there, but it waited until the next phrase started. That's just a personal choice matter. As I said, this is more about the story than about the music. Even though the music's telling the story, it's the visuals are actually more important for what's going on.
My left was turning into gray. I won the broke the gate. I turned to bring the glory to my king. But I arrived.
This must have been so many layers on the video processor. Another thing is, I'm not a huge fan of the in-world sounds on rare occasions. either do a more running feel of the in-world sounds along with the song, or I mean, the sword part was good, but the crying was a bit weird. You know what I mean? It's like if you did it like for one bit, kind of okay. It's just these two weird bits near the middle. If there was that entire section, you can understand it was saying something. This is just my personal taste on the matter. Most of the other times when she's done in-world sounds, they've been good. There's one or two in, I think it was Welcome to the Red Veil. It sounded a bit out of place, but I don't know. I mean, I'm not the one who making this one wonderful piece of art. I'm just the arsehole criticizing it. I think the stuttering was an attempt to make that off-frame art style that you get with Into the Spider-Verse and the Spider-Man, Sony Spider-Man cartoon film. You know, it's like where it's like the frames are off kilter, but it feels off. Not bad, just off. Doing this sort of thing, I think, would work very well for a horror-themed story, as in like the stutter effect I'm talking about that you get with this video. I might be talking about us. I might be just because the way I'm. Let's see if I do change up the quality and set it rather than trusting the auto. A few seconds. Now it's still there. Could be trying to make a motion comic effect. Dragon Tattoo coming in. AI. I do like the editing work. The editing work is fantastic. I just think there's something a bit off about the animation timing. It's a little too choppy without being a solid chop. It's not a consistent chop. That's what I'm thinking. And here we got the cameo of Skybrows and his basilisk. I keep thinking these are people as well, but I'm not. They're too indistinct to be certain. As in, like, specific people. But there's like no obvious ones like gas masks to show Cycro or Mavluk or his grin or any of the others. And if they got normal human faces, God knows. Going through Tory Gate into another world.
Because of my steel now. Mark me.
You have arrived at Red Veil.
Overall, I think it's good. I just think that stuttering's a bit off. I don't know what it is. But yeah, I've liked it. All good. And I'm going to look like an arsehole for criticising it. But yeah. Watch the original yourself. Give it a like. I want to see more of this. And Louis does always get better, although this one does feel a bit off. So I hate saying that. It does feel off. Something's. Because there are moments where the animation feels fluid and then it get stuttery. But yeah, this is Ruri of the North, Samurai Geisha Warrior, or Geisha, for Louisverse, which is Lady Wasabi. Give the original love and service, and I'm Depthswalker, and I I hope to see you next time. Bye.